going to go with the Packers here. Right now the spread's at 2. They're going on the road into Tampa. But, Jay, like, Tom, I know it's Tom. And I'm probably going to regret saying this. But
Stop it. Don't say it.
Jay, he
Don't
doesn't
say
look
it.
good. He doesn't look good.
He doesn't look good. What do you mean by good? His
because
play,
he looks
or?
like Jay. The defense bailed him out against the Saints, but I mean, he wasn't lighting up the stat sheet. Leonard Fournette was doing some stuff on the ground, but like you can't deny the fact that the off the field distractions. He's missed 11 games, 11 days per se in training camp. It's a new coaching staff per se with Todd Bowles bringing football back to the early 2000s, running the ball a shit ton now because Tom got old. And he doesn't. And Jay, he looks emaciated, man. Like something. Well, there is something more going on.
That's two different things. You said two different things there. He looks old.
Jay, he looks old. He looks frail. He looks like he just got out of a camp. Like he's like a POW in World War II, Bridge on the River Kwai. Like again, I'm probably gonna regret saying this in 4 weeks here. But he just.
I'm gonna make those words.
There is nothing inspiring about this offense here, and there's so much off the field distractions going on in his personal life that everyone wants to downplay. But I know my people here, and whatever if Giselle is feeling a certain type of way, and that is trickling into his his actual on the field performance, in my opinion. And maybe this is the last dance for Tom, but I'm gonna take Green Bay here. I know they're going to build a lot on the run of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, and that's like the one stout thing on the defense for Tampa Bay is, the front four that can stop the run, but I think they're going to figure out ways to get Aaron Jones in space. They're going to get these guys both on the field at the same time. Alan Lazard has been banged up. Unfortunately, Rodgers is going to have to deal with it. Maybe he can take some ayahuasca before the game, but he is going to have to lean on Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs. But I mean, give me the Packers squeaking out a win here, and I don't know, man. Again, good luck, Tom.
Here's my thing. When you've watched him against the Cowboys and ripped that ball to Julio Jones for 45 yards on the dot, and then last week when he had that throw to Rashard Perriman for a touchdown, did you see any slippage in his arm? I didn't
see any slippage, Jay, but that was it.
But that's the key, though.
Yeah, Jay, the one moment, everything else, he's barking at everybody, which is fine. Whatever, it's your prerogative.
Yeah.
But I mean, that game. The Dallas game wasn't going his way. Mm-hmm. The Saints game wasn't going his way up until that bomb. And then Jameis Winston reverted to Jameis Winston and was just giving out pick sixes or interceptions to change the tide of the game. Up until that point, yeah, Jay, there's still zip on the arm.
Well,
but
that's
he
the whole
does
thing.
not.
Of course. Well, listen, I'm not saying that he's not distracted. Yes, his numbers are off his usual pace, and on top of that, he has a short fuse with everybody. I've seen years.
But whose fault is that, Jay? Whose fault is that? He missed 11. You're the guy that's been saying, why can't Giselle just let him do what he loves and go to football?
Giselle's got to go away, dude.
But why is that?
Giselle's got to go away.
He went out of his way and was like, I'm going to try to save my marriage and do the vacation. So, he's already putting fine. Listen, I'm a family guy, too. I would be putting the family ahead of the sport as well, too. But if that's the case, and you're Mr. TB12, and I got to play till 45, and nothing comes between me and the game, then you might as well have just stayed retired.
Well,
he done got old.
He didn't, though. That's what everybody's missing. It's not the fact that he's old. It's the fact that everything else around him is going to shit. His marriage is going to shit. It's on his mind. His offensive line looks like shit. He has no wide receivers. Dude, he's thrown to Bashar Perryman, Scotty Miller, and Cole Beasley this week. Let's not pretend like he has Julio, Godwin, and Mike Evans out there. That's what the people are starting to miss here is there's a lot around him that is also going to shit. And it's not just him that's going to shit. You feel me?
Well, maybe he should have given Mike Evans some avocado ice cream before kickoff. Be like, hey, don't do anything stupid to get suspended. But he doesn't look healthy. He looks like he lost. He looks like he lost 30 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
He's 45 years old.
Yeah.
And, this front four for Green Bay can get after it, too.
I mean, I'm not denying all that. It looks like he's not resting peacefully. You feel me? Like, it looks like he's the guy that prioritizes sleep because obviously that's key for any professional athlete. He has bag under his eyes. He looks like he's not eating at all. Like, I get all of that. That's fine. But when it comes to it, and he has that extra millisecond from the offensive line, and Julio Jones can get open and is healthy, and Mike Evans is on the field, he looks the same old Brady to me. It's just about putting it all together, and I promise you, we're going to have this conversation again because I'm going to make you eat those freaking words, Puma, in about 4 or 5 weeks. When the offense gels some more and all those wide receivers come back, we're going to have this conversation again, Puma. We will, okay?
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying that the under, I just still think the under 11.5 wins for Tampa Bay is looking pretty good. And I don't know, man. I mean, if the Saints can get their shit together, and who knows, dude? Like, this might be a wild card team on the bubble.
I would be the first guy to be like, all right, he's got to hang it up. I see some slippage. And I think for the most part, when I was younger, Puma, I would just blindly have faith. And I'd be like, all right, yeah, Brady's awesome. Let's go. I think I've gone to a point now where I can somewhat be analytical and critical. If I saw any slippage, like, I would be like, yeah, all right, it's over. I mean, he's slipping. His marriage is in shambles. He can't throw the ball anymore. Just go ahead and go home. But I don't see that. Like, I see in 4 or 5 weeks when all the shit's healthy and he's finally left Giselle and that weight's off his mind.
He is not. Stop it. Time out. Full stop. He's not leaving that.
Why not?
He is not leaving that.
He's Tom Brady, bro. He can do better.
He's not. Oh, please. He is not leaving that. Believe that. No way.
But it seems like she's such a rub on his life, though. Like, do you ever hear about? Give me a random.
Here's the thing, though, Jay. Here's the thing. You brought up at the top about compromise, right? He probably said, "I'm going to play till this time period. I'm going to retire." And then you can do whatever the hell it is you want to do. He was retired 40 days. That is a Z-Pack antibiotic cycle. Probably brought the kids to one, carpool lane at the school and was like, F this, I'm out. And now Giselle had all these plans of, all right, I'm going to get back into modeling. It's my time. And Tom just torpedoed my plans yet again. Oh, no.
So you want him to give up his passion, his love, just because Giselle doesn't like it?
I think he's ready to give it up. I think he's ready to give it up.
No. If he was ready to give it up, Puma, he wouldn't have come back. He knew full and well that him coming back was probably going to set her off and it's going to be a shitstorm. He probably knew that. Let's not pretend like he's dumb here, okay? But he don't care anymore. He don't care anymore.
Yeah, but Jay, he's a vengeful guy, right? And this was kind of like the tinfoil hat theory in a lot of people. Let's just humor me here for a minute. Let's say the tinfoil hat people are right, and he wanted to announce his retirement during the last episode of Man in the Arena, and ESPN torpedoed that. You think he ain't spiteful enough to be like, yeah, F that, I'm going to come back just to prove Adam Schefter wrong? He ain't spiteful like that?
I mean, is Adam Schefter blowing up your retirement worth you losing your wife over? I mean,
I don't know, man. He's still holding on about that MFer that this team didn't want to move on from.
You're right. He does have a vengeful side. You're right about that. I mean, listen, but here's my thing though, Puma. Like, and listen, this is coming from the guy that's never been married, right? So maybe I'm talking out of my ass here. But if there's so many other wives out there, like we don't hear about Matthew Stafford. We don't hear.
Where is Tara when I need her?
Bring her in, but you never hear about Matthew Stafford's wife complaining and this and that. You never hear about Ryan Tannehill's wife or whoever it is. Why do we keep hearing about Giselle? Like, what is this? And now, I told you a story about how he would leave the house at 7 o'clock in the morning when the game was at 1 o'clock just so he can get away from her and go sit in the stadium by himself. Like, at some point, we can't just be like, yo, Brady's the bad guy here. It's a 50-50 proposition in a marriage, all right? So let's give some blame to Giselle as well.
I know my people. I know my people.
So you know they're freaking crazy, right? So
I know they're crazy, but here's the thing. He probably said some stuff behind closed doors that sounded like guarantees to Giselle, and in Giselle's mind, he has reneged on those. And hell hath no fury like a psychotic Brazilian woman.
All I'm saying is, I don't think Tom Brady ever went to Giselle and was like, listen, baby,
Oh, please.
At 45, you got to hang it up with your modeling career. I don't think he ever did that, okay?
Well, she's also not getting, tackled by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Oh,
Or
stop
Micah
it. No. Let's not
Parsons.
pretend like Giselle cares
Yeah.
about his health. Let's not pretend like Giselle cares about his health. This is a power trip on Giselle's part. Giselle simply wants to impose her dominance on the greatest football athlete of all
Here
time.
we go.
Simple
man.
as that, okay?
Jay, I can't wait for the day you get married. I can't wait.
That's the thing, though. I can't compromise, okay? I cannot, all right?
Oh, God.
All I'm saying is this is gonna come across very this is gonna come across very woman hating, okay? And it's not that.
Al
okay?
Bundy here. All right,
It's
no
not
ma'am.
that. Listen, it's not that. All I'm saying is, I get it. Tom Brady probably made some guarantees and said, "I'm gonna walk away at this point in time in my life." But people change. Things change. He had no idea at 45 he can still sling the ball with the best of them. So why not keep doing something you love? Like
Why retire for 40 days?
I think that was different. I think that was a whole ploy to go to Miami. There was a lot there with Miami and all that bullshit. I still think to this day he wants to play 45. And it seems like Giselle's on board with that. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe she didn't get the memo that he was cooking up some devious plan in the background to go to Miami. You know what I'm saying?
But even if he did retire with the guise of going to Miami, he was still under contract with Tampa Bay. Mm-hmm. Tampa Bay would have to trade his rights to the Dolphins. They're not gonna fucking do that.
Listen, all I'm saying, Puma, is that I think Giselle needs to line up a little bit. Okay?
It's one of two things, Jay. Mm-hmm. It's one of two things. It's either he had that much spite for Adam Schefter, or he couldn't stand Bruce Arians that much that he wanted out.
It's probably the second one. It's probably the Bruce Arians part. It really is. You know what I'm saying? And all right, this is the last thing I'm going to say about the whole Giselle Tom Brady thing, okay? Because I just can't get over the fact that she would willingly take away something from him that he loves. I cannot wrap that around my mind. And I get compromises. I get that, okay, well, compromises are, in my mind, and I'm sorry, correct me because I'm not married here, okay? Compromises are, I don't want to watch the show tonight, honey. She says, I don't want to watch the show tonight, but somehow you all watch the same show that she wanted to watch, all right? That's part of compromise. Not giving up something you've loved since you were 8 years old. That's not compromise. That's destroying your will. You feel me, dog? Compromise is like, all right, well, you take out the trash. This is your duties. We're not listening to this music anymore because I freaking hate it, so you compromise. Not giving up what you love since you're 8 years old, bro. Do I have that wrong? Am I tripping here for saying that?
I mean, comparing, this to pretty much, hey, we're going to watch Seinfeld tonight. It might be a little bit of a bridge too far, but might be a little bit of a bridge too far. Anywho!
All right, enough with the relationship talk here. What you gotta do, you gotta have Tara listen to the segment and give us her feedback, okay?
Yeah, okay.
I would love to know what she thought about, and I want to see what she says, because we're two guys. We don't have a female perspective here, right?